Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm not going to make this a very long live, but this is Andrea St. Louis. I am the owner of Step Into Purpose Consulting, and I'm also the author of the book 40 Days Lighter, a devotional journey for women determined to live free, and the brand new ebook, The Beauty of the Bloom. Keys to embracing your journey to transformation. Keys to embracing your journey to transformation. And so I'm really excited to join you tonight. I said that I was going to go live. I wanted to share some things about pushing past fear when you feel like you're failing. Over the last couple of months, I have been in a very interesting season, not only being busy as an adjunct professor, as a seminary student, working on a second master's degree, a mom, a wife, a leader, and of course, as someone who's building a business, it's been a very interesting beginning to 2019. And so I know that I set goals at the beginning of the year and I'm moving towards those goals. But there are times in our journey, in our growth process, when the growth isn't obvious. And so in my brand new ebook, The Beauty of the Bloom, I wrote it as an encouragement to those of us who often only see the pain in the growth process and not the prize, not the beauty in it. And so I want us to remember that even though the growth is not always obvious, it doesn't mean it's not happening. And so one of the things concepts I talk about in the book is how a seed goes through this transformation process. First of all, it has to be put into the ground. It's covered up. It's hidden away, away from prying eyes, away from predators or things that would eat it. It's put away out of sight. And so sometimes as the seed, we also feel like we're out of mind as well. We feel like we might have been forgotten and overlooked during that covered period when we're in the ground. Some of us, we're afraid to be in the dirt. We're afraid that, now that I'm building my business, now that I'm getting my degree, I'm pursuing my goals, people, my friends, my family, other people are telling me that I'm acting differently, I'm acting funny, and we want to protect our name so much, right? We're afraid of the dirt. But I'm here to tell you that as a seed, that covered period, that time in the ground, that time in the dirt is valuable, because what's going to happen is you're going to begin to put down roots. You're going to begin to put down roots as you study, as you listen and learn, as you seek out growth opportunities, as you pursue that degree, as you learn how to run a business, as you learn how to create content, as you press into whatever the call is on your life, whatever that purpose is that that God-given purpose that you have is. You are putting down roots. And the deeper those roots go, the more stability you'll have as you begin to grow. The deeper those roots go, the more stability you'll have as you continue to grow. And so I wanted to share a little bit to say that, I am so grateful to have written this book. I believe that it will be an encouragement and help to someone who is looking to refocus, to shift your perspective, because, it seems like everybody else in your circle is winning, but maybe you don't feel like you are, because, like I said, the growth isn't apparent. It's not obvious. It's not visible. But I wanted to share that leading up to producing that book, I honestly didn't know that I could do it. I actually hit a point where I really felt like maybe this isn't going to happen. Maybe this isn't for me. Even though I've written a book already, even though I am, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm educated. I love to write. I love to communicate. But I struggled because I hit a rough patch in a class that I'm taking, and I hit a rough patch in another class, and then I hit a rough patch in one of the classes that I'm teaching. And as I hit these rough patches, it began to shake my confidence, because my eyes were fixed on the fact that other people couldn't see me growing? Like, what have I produced? Even though I'm studying, even though I'm doing all this coursework, even though I'm doing all this behind the scenes work, trying to figure out how to grow my business, it's not something that other people can see. And so maybe it doesn't look like success. The fact of the matter is that when you take your eyes off your goal, when you take your eyes off of the thing that matters most, the stuff that will last, because I took my eyes off. Personally, I took my eyes off the one who is working with me. The Bible says that we co-labor with God, that we're working with him. And so I kind of forgot that. I forgot that he's my gracious gardener. He's the one who planted me. He's the one who's allowing me to put down roots. He's watering me. He's cultivating me. And I kind of looked to my works to find fulfillment, and I realized that I became discouraged, and I almost didn't birth out the thing that had been placed inside of me. I'm here to encourage you today. Do not get distracted. Do not get distracted by anybody else's blooming season. Yours is coming. You will bloom. Your blooming season is coming, but you need to stay faithful to your process. You need to stay faithful to your process. Stay planted. Stay planted. Put down deep roots so that when you grow, you can last. If you're building anything that lasts, you need to spend time in the stuff that nobody else will see first. Don't only spend time looking for leaves and branches and flowers. If you only focus on the bloom, you'll never get to the point of blooming. You need to put down roots first. You need to go through that stretching process. There's actually a point where the seed actually breaks open, the seed coat begins to fall away, so that shoot, that green shoot, can begin to come out. And as the roots are going down, this green shoot begins to come up and push its way up through the dirt until it's visible. And even then, it's still hidden in plain sight, because if there's other foliage or plants around, flowers around, it may not be easily seen, right? Even though it's growing. And so it's over here like, hey, look at me, I'm growing. But nobody can see until it grows up and it becomes that magnificent oak tree that it's supposed to become, until it grows up and it becomes that beautiful flower in the garden that it's supposed to become. If you only wait for your bloom to invest in your journey, you will never get there. Go through your growth process. The deeper you go, the higher you can grow. Be encouraged tonight. I'll be coming back again in a couple of days to talk more about the beauty of the bloom, to talk more about what's happening with Step Into Purpose. I'm really excited about some of the things that I will be releasing shortly. And so if you have not joined my mailing list, please go ahead and do that, www.stepintopurpose.com, or you can hit the link in my bio. I'll put the website here for you if you're watching the replay. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining this journey. And so I hope that you have an amazing weekend. Make sure that you take some time to invest in your journey this weekend. Make sure that you take time to invest in you. Put down deep roots this weekend so that you can grow higher. Have a great night.